Playing with my mind, gotta get out of here tonight. Wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. Broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly, and I tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no.
Hey guys, what's up? somewhat improves your prudence.
This car runs off track and now he's spinning alongside him. No, he's going to try and close the door. He's going to close the grass. He's going to go real.
Only we can separate between C from Rock and Bruno from Toxic from Scream from Toxic with the amazing time.
Fantastic on the inside now. Bruno having to leave that room for him, but he almost leaves the
Somewhat improves your prudence.
This car runs off track and now he's spinning alongside him. No, he's going to try and close the door. He's going to close the grass. He's going to go real.
Only we can separate between C from Rock and Bruno from Toxic from Scream from Toxic with the amazing time.
Fantastic on the inside now. Bruno having to leave that room for him, but he almost all right. A mighty good evening to you guys, and welcome out to the fourth round of our Caribbean Nations Cup. Qualifying has just gone live, and while we wait to pick them up here, you can see the guys already on the track here. Who's leading them off on it? It's Fernando Corsair. And while they get their laps in here to get started for qualifying, that this championship series is open to everyone from around the world. We've got the Brazilians here in force. Now coming across. Oh, it's Oswin Wilson with a 57.074. Victor Diaz about to come across the line. What will he produce here as he comes across the line. It's a 57.49. That does not improve over his previous fast lap. Stephen Palmer's come across the line there now. He's behind Victor Diaz in 5th position. And Freitas, I'm sorry, I was not pronouncing that name correctly, as his name simply cannot fit in the tag above it. So it's Freitas, Fernando Freitas in 6th position, followed by Enrique in 7th. Dominic Charles seeing purples all around again. He's coming to close off another lap here with just under 11 minutes to go. Right behind him though is it's Kadim Mohammed. They both go into the 56s, but it's Dominic Charles with a 56.466. Oswin Wilson now goes ahead of Freitas. And in 3rd position. And Kadim Mohammed there in 2nd still. He's right behind Dominic Charles here. As Stephen Pummels climbs up the ladder once more in 5th position now. Online there, and it seems as though he's struggled a bit. I don't think he's had enough practice here at Lime Rock Park for the 4th round of our championship here in the Caribbean Nations Cup. Under 10 minutes to go now. Dominic Charles does not improve, and Kadim Mohammed is trailing just about 3/10 or so. Freitas back in pit lane now. There is no control over the setup except for the tire pressures. So I think he might just want to refresh those tires as he went back into pit lane there. Dominic Charles does spin off track there. Kadim Mohammed is seeing a green sector 1, which means he's doing a bit better here than his previous time, but his sector 2 he's losing out a lot in. As Ryan O'Neill Hunt goes now 8th fastest there behind Victor Diaz. Nope, Kadim Mohammed's going to have to try that one again here. Takes a little bit of curve now when he goes off track, so we're going to switch now to Oswin Wilson. He's right behind Kadim Mohammed here. Both physically was actually right there. And on the timing board, it's Stephen Pummels now with a 56.695 to take that 2nd position away from Kadim Mohammed. Oswin Wilson, he's not improving all around. Maybe those tires have fallen off already for Oswin Wilson. He keeps going nonetheless. Oh, and he's going to make a mistake there as he goes offline. Has not left the pitch just yet. Maybe he thinks that's all he can possibly do. Victor Diaz though begins another lap here. We're going to stay on board with the Brazilian. Oh, and he's going to go a little bit wide. There is Victor Diaz. And I think he would have made too much of a mistake there now for him to catch back that lap. He's going to take his time, try and save those tires as he makes his way around. Where is Stephen Pummels? He's not improving here on this lap. What about Kadim Mohammed? He's not improving as well. But let's see if he'll go a little bit faster here. That's Stephen crosses the line and he cannot improve here over Stephen Pummels. Freitas back out on track now. Sector 1's not looking so good for him. He's getting real antsy around those turns. He goes uphill now onto the back straightaway. Just about to head into crunch time. If you're new here, crunch time is anything within 5 minutes time, and it's 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and well, you get the drift. We are in crunch time. The final 5 minutes remaining here in qualifying session. Can Fernando Freitas get out of that top 5 position and can he get lower into that top 5 position? I don't think this is a representative lap. Let's take a look at the first sector and see what he's doing here. Fernando Freitas is taking way too much curb, dips down, and he's going to lose out a lot there. What about Kadeem Mohammed? Was that a contract? I think it was, and he's shaving off a lot of speed there, Kadeem Mohammed. In these cars, you've got to want to Eastman goes 7th fastest now. He's getting a really good tow here, and Hunt actually goes even faster behind him. Ryan Hunt up there after coming off a podium finish in last weekend's race is not doing so well here at Lime Rock Park. Currently in 7th position. Stephen Pummels has left the server now. Diaz back in pit lane. Freitas goes. Sorry, he doesn't go anywhere. He's still in that 5th position. I forgot that Stephen Pummels left. That's why I thought he went somewhere. Freitas. It seems as though he's going to cancel that lap as we're coming down to the closing parts here of the qualifying session for the 4th round. Yep, he's definitely going to take that one back into pit lane here. What about Kadeem Mohammed? He's not improving here. Alberto comes on the server now. Fozzie Alberto, that is. Fozzie. And he's finally gotten some time over here. But it seems as though he's going pretty slowly here. He's going to try to make it around to get at least one more lap in there. Took way too much of that curb. He's gonna have to watch how he comes back on the track here, Enrique. That's not what you want to be doing here, doing full throttle on the grass. Unless he's trying to get those tires warmed up. He's got to stay all off of the racing line though. Mohammed begins his final flying lap and he sees green through sector 1. But he's made a mistake and he's going to cancel that lap, Kadeem Mohammed. Does he have enough time to get back out there? He's not moving. But Stephen Pummels is, and he's going to try here, Stephen Pummels. Kadeem Mohammed as well. Oswin Wilson is not moving. Fernando Freitas is not as well. Victor Diaz is not as well. Ryan Hunt on a flying lap now. Let's see what his sector time will produce. That car is pretty banged up here. And he's already a half of a second down. Not expecting much from him. Kevon Eastman as well. Fozzie Alberto doesn't seem to be going quite fast here. And minute now left in qualifying. Dominic Charles, Stephen Pummels will get one more lap. Khadim Mohammed will get one more lap. Oswin Wilson never came back out of the pit lane. Let's see what Stephen Pummels can do through sector 1 here, and then we'll switch to Khadim Mohammed as it goes down now. Into the final 5 seconds here and final lap of the qualifying session. Stephen Pummels across the sector 1 marker board here is going faster than his previously set sector 1 time. What about Khadim Mohammed? Khadim Mohammed is going faster too. Looking for the sector 2 time here for Stephen Pummels. He slides that car, but he keeps it under control. He loses a 10th though off of his time. What about Khadim Mohammed? He goes wide. He's in the grass now. Stephen Pummels, can you go a bit faster here and sit in the final say? No, he cannot. Khadim Mohammed's going to mess up that time. Kimani Eastman is the only one on track. And that's it for qualifying. Your pole sitter is number 312, Dominic Charles, with a 56.465 there. Pleasant good evening to all. Just let me know if you're getting me quite nicely there. This is how the event will take place now. So we've just completed qualifying there, 15 minutes gone on the clock. The first race rather is going to be 20 minutes long, and of course the top 10 is going to be reversed for the second race, which is also 20 minutes long. Thank you very much there, Star Just Star, and for confirming the audio. And let's just get ourselves into position here for the start of this event. Oh, where's my drone going? Okay, here we go. I'm so sorry about this. As I try to set myself up here on the San Posey Strait. We're gonna have a really good look down the front straightaway here as they head into turn number 1. Let's also get the car drone camera set up. Facing camera as well, and we're going to have a bonnet cam, and then finally, well, yep, that's what we're going to do right there. Alright, here we go then. Race number 1, ladies and gentlemen, set up here. My bad. As we await now the lights on that screen.
Good luck.
Alright, good luck everybody. Yeah, thanks, same to you.
Alright, good evening folks. Keep clear of the cops. Watch the lights. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen, to go racing. The LEDs are on. 6 lights are on. Oh, we've got someone moving offline. It's Fernando Freitas there, but so far Dominic Charles, Stephen Palmer's having to cut off the inside line here from Kadeem Mohammed now. And behind Kadeem Mohammed, we've got Freitas, is it? No, Oswin Wilson, rather. Ignore the leaderboard for now as it tries to catch up with the pack here. It's so far. Dominic Charles, followed by Stephen Palmer's Kadeem Mohammed, who's mounting an attack now against the Jamaican here. It's Trinidadian, Jamaican, Brazil, Barbadian. And Guyanese trying to catch up now to the third place runner. Very, very close here, but it seems as though Stephen Palmer has got it under control as Dominic Charles gets away with it so far. There we go. The timing sheets is finally caught on board with what's going on here. And Kadeem Mohammed, ladies and gentlemen, not letting this one get by him so easily. Dominic Charles as well. You can see the different line. He's trying to get it right out. And oh no, we got someone spinning down the back. It's Ryan Hunt. He gets going again though. He loses 2 places in that one. Oh, and we've got a Jamaican there. I think it's Enrique with some internet issues. He's off track. But Alberto and Hunt gets going again. Enrique goes back into the pit lane. Yep, that was way too much there. As Kadeem Mohammed is losing a bit of pace here now to Stephen Pummels. 56.6 there from Dominic Charles, followed by 56.7 Stephen Pummels. This is the closest fight we've got to bring to right now, as Freitas was just in pit lane to take his driving penalty, and he's taken it. He's back out on track there in 9th position. Remember, he's still got an opportunity to start 2nd place there in the 2nd race, so I don't think they should be giving up, or anyone should be giving up right now in this current format. And the amount of cars that are in this race, every point counts here. As Eastman now is close to Victor Diaz. The Jamaican is mounting an attack here against the Brazilian. One a bit wide here to try and cut back in. Does it do him any good? He goes off track just a bit here. And now Kimani Eastman is going to try and close the door. Yes, the space, and yes, he does. He's able to close that space up here to Victor now. Enrique trying to for dear life to try and keep his race going here, because he understands that he can get back, and if he can get back in the race, the 2nd race, once he makes it into that top 10 position, it's good enough for him. Kadeem Mohammed, Alberto, I think O'Neill has an issue again. He's going very slowly. He's lost 2 more positions there, O'Neill. I'm sorry, I keep saying O'Neill, it's Hunt. Mohammed, rather, not able to close that gap any further here. And we're looking at Eastman and Diaz now. Very, very close is Kimani Eastman to Victor Diaz. Having a look on the inside of the Brazilian here is Kimani Eastman. Can he get it done though? As they go down the no-name straight, uphill they will go now. Really wide there from Victor Diaz, and it seems as though that's where he's gaining on it, or should I say lengthening the space there between himself and Kimani Eastman. When Alberto is fighting with his countryman here, Fernando Freitas. As we've got 15 minutes left here, just under 50 minutes left in this event. wide, and you can see Freitas sliding that car through that turn. The right-hander, as they go into the left, sorry, that wasn't the right-hander. He goes into the right-hander now, Fonzie. He's trying to follow Fernando's lines, and he's messing himself up here. He's lost a lot of time there. Oh no, Freitas goes into the wall, and he's gonna hand that over to Alberto now. Where is Hunt? Hunt's gonna take that too, and Christopher Smickle is gonna have a look-see as well, but he gets going again, Fernando Freitas. He's gonna have some damage now to that car. It's gonna mess up his aerodynamics as well. Fernando Freitas still in 9th position. He's gonna go into pit lane now, and he's gonna try getting that fixed. He figures once he stays in the race and in that 10th position, he is still gonna be able to hold on to that first podium spot there as the race goes into race number 2. He's having issues, is he? He finally finds his position there, and he goes in. Kadim Mohammed, very close now, is he? No, seems like the same amount of space between himself and Stephen Hummels. Cars are pretty much, it's a fixed setup, ladies and gentlemen, so we should expect the driver's talent to come into play. What happens when you're toe-to-toe with a driver that is similar to you in the driving style that they possess, and even in the way that they race a race here, strategy-wise, whether they're going to save tires or not. Short shifting to save fuel as well, as all comes into play here. As we're sim racing, ladies and gentlemen, all those tactics come into play as if it's a race, real race event. Distance here is Stephen Hummels. 56.784 there from Dominic Charles. The only other person who's doing that well is Kadim Mohammed, but he's got a car ahead of him in Stephen Hummels. He's right on board now with the Barbadian. There in that lap. Look at how they kind of coax that car around. The Big Bend is the name of that series of turn as they go in to the left-hander and then the right-hander. Throws that car there. Kadim Mohammed takes a bit of the grass, gets back on the power down No Name straight, and then up the hill here. Charles has been kicked for exceeding the ping limit, but I think I can still see him there on track ahead. Nope, he's gone. What is going on there in Trinidad and Tobago that the internet is that bad that Dominic Charles has now lost out on the first position? Says your ping's too high. He's coming back now, but he's going to have to start from pit lane, and of course he's going to lose a lot of time here now. Dominic Charles. No, he comes out in 8th position here, and he's some 9 seconds behind Ryan Hunt. Oh, actually, Christopher Smickle, no, that's a mistake. right there on the leaderboard. But now Kadeem Mohammed seems relaxed here, as he's now 1.1 second adrift from Stephen Pummels. Oswin Wilson will now move up into third position. Victor Diaz has managed to open the gap here against Kimani Eastman. As time goes on, the tire threads roll off of those tires. They're going to begin to lose grip. And also added to that, the cars are going to be lighter here as they burn off that fuel, making the rounds around Lime Rock Park, ladies and gentlemen, out here in the good old US of A. Just to bring you up to speed now with, as we can switch to Ryan Hunt, he sees Fauci Alberto in front of him. He's going to mount an attack soon, I believe, as they go down the back straight. Kimani Eastman with an issue, but he's so far ahead of Alberto. He's going to actually hold on to that, but now you can see him coming into view here of Alberto as they go down the San Posey straight. Ryan Hunt is going to want to tuck in behind Alberto here to get a good slipstream down the front straightaway. And Enrique McLagan is going to try getting back into this race here. We can see him at the exit of pit lane. He's some 8 laps down, but that will still put him into the second race here. As Kimani Eastman is getting closer and closer now, 5th position becomes apparent for Fauci Alberto and even Ryan Hunt. Ryan Hunt continues to close that gap here to Fauci Alberto. Fauci, a better entry and exit there. Up the hill, onto the back straight. He goes into the grass there, Fauci Alberto. But he still manages to hold on here. Ryan Hunt running it wide. He's trying to close this gap here. You would want to stay right and directly behind Fauci, as he is doing now. The slipstream working in his favor, but he doesn't want to go on the inside line. Instead, he's going to spin that dummy to Fauci Alberto. And Fauci seemingly biting into it. He tried to close the door, but now he puts himself offline. Kimani Eastman is watching this in his rearview mirrors and saying, yeah, go ahead guys, fight it out, because I'm going to try and get away from you two now. Look at how close Ryan Hunt is. He couldn't ask for a better position here as he gets ready to go up the hill, down the back straightaway. Around the West Bend now, and now he's going to lose that advantage a bit as he backs out of it into Sam Posey straight. What happened there to Ryan Hunt? Is a 57.537 versus a 57.772 Alberto and Hunt. Oh, he's going to take way too much curb there at the wrong point, O'Neal, and he's going to cause himself a major issue. Dominic Charles, I believe, does go ahead. Unfortunately, Dominic Charles is not showing up on the leaderboard where he's supposed to be. It says he's still in 9th position. This correctly, it should say that he is actually in the 7th position. Fauci Alberto now is looking to gain on Kimani Eastman. He's also got the Trinidadian is currently in lane position and he's trying to unlap himself. He had an issue. He was leading this race. He had an issue with his internet connection, which placed him out of the server. Basically got kicked out of the server. Now he's claiming all these positions, but to no avail, as it still says he's in ninth position. And now he's going to see a blue flag here from Freitas, but he can try to unlap himself if he has the pace to do so. And it seems as though he is pulling away from Freitas now. So Freitas, while he did flash his lights at him, cannot stay in pace with the Trinidadian here. Blue flag will be waving here, but Dominic Charles has got the opportunity to try and run away from Freitas, and that is what he's trying to do here as they go down the Sam Posey Straight. Once more, ladies and gentlemen, it's under 3.5 minutes remaining here in this session. Kadeem Mohammed still sits in second position behind Stephen Pommels now. They're now coming up against the back markers here. So Kadeem Mohammed is hoping that he can probably get tied up in one of them, with one of them rather. And so give him a little bit of an advantage here to try and catch up to the first place sitter right now. That person goes off track. It's Enrique McLegan. Goes off track. Sorry, McLegan goes off track to give way to the leaders here. It seems as though it did not bother Stephen Pommel, and that's what happens when you take way too much of this curve here. It throws the car, it spits the car out from the rear end, and you've got to fight to catch that car, get it under control. Scruffy driving. That's Kadeem Mohammed. Oh no, that's Oswin Wilson has been given a drive through there for cutting. Yeah, that I'm just trying to confirm it. Yeah, I did see Kadeem Mohammed's name show up, but it's actually Oswin Wilson who's got to go through the pit lane here. Victor Diaz, ladies and gentlemen, would go up into the final podium position here. He stuck his head in there and did not give up. He gets back out there though. Oswin Wilson in fourth position here now. What's that? And now Oswin has been given a stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane here now. Oswin not slowing down at the marker board as he should, ladies and gentlemen, and he's messed himself up here now. He's got about 3 laps. Is it the same? I don't see that it's the same here for him to take. It says investigation, so it's under investigation. Expired penalty times performing lap 21, stop 20 seconds plus given on lap 20 for speeding in the pit lane. Oswin Wilson. Dominic Charles now seeing Christopher Smickle here. He can get a position over as he's had to unlap himself. He's now, you should say, back under it as Stephen Pommels will cross the line in first position, followed by Kadeem Mohammed, then Victor Diaz. We'll see the checkered flag here, followed by Oswin Wilson. Let's see if it does say anything here in particular for Oswin Wilson as he comes across the line. No, it does not. Kimani Eastman will just hold on to this 5th position as Alberto there was now catching up to the Jamaican. Hunt will take 7th position. Dominic Charles will get 8th. Christopher Smickle here, 9th. Fernando Freitas, 10th. And Enrique McLegan will get 11th. Race guys now. It's Dominic. He's done something.
I don't know. I didn't have this issue before. Same thing on my side.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, your race 1 winner is Stephen Hummels. Jamaica takes 1 home here for Lime Rock Park as we await the start of race number 2. We shall get the drone in position. In the meanwhile, let me get your country standings, and this will not entail your race number 1 winner there, or race number 1 results rather. This is from last weekend's end result. Jamaica leads the championship with 290 points. Oh, let me just remind you how this is done, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first 3 countrymen that will contribute to the points here, and the points actually ranges from 1st position all the way down to 20th position, okay, with 1 point separating a position. So we start at 20 points and make our way down the order. All right, and so Jamaica would now lead since last weekend with 290 points, taking that away from Trinidad and Tobago the previous weekend. They now have, Trinidad and Tobago, 244 points. That is a 46 points deficit. Guyana is in 3rd position with 122 points. That's a 168 point deficit. Barbados in 4th position with 119 points. They're down some 171 points there from Jamaica. Brazil comes in 5th position with 94 points. That's 196 points there to down from the top scorer. And the lone soldier Anna Adam for Canada places in 6th position with 52 points. Not bad for a single race outing here, or a single racer outing for a country. 52 points there. 238 points down from P1, ladies and gentlemen. Bring you up to speed with the driver standing. Dominic Charles leads with 115 points, followed by Stephen Pummels, 102. Oswin Wilson ties that off with 102 as well in 3rd. Jaden Harrison with 83 points. Kimani Eastman rounds up the top 5 with 79 points. As we get ready here for race number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Ozzy.
Yo.
If I can get your stream up, do you mind?
No problem.
Thank you. All right. Here we go. Oh, Anna Adam joins the server, but will he get in? He's all the way at the back there. You can see Anna Adam all the way at the back there now. Oh, someone's off and it will start from pit lane. Who is that? I'm not quite sure. position. Fernando Freitas now in first, holding on. He's got to fight off the Trinidadian here, Fernando. And we'll go on board with Dominic Charles now as we look further down the line too as fights goes on. It's a fight for the first position here. How or where do we look, ladies and gentlemen? Dominic Charles trying very, very hard here to get ahead of the Brazilian. Now the Brazilian takes his defensive line here in smack dab in the middle of the track. Can he hold on and lock off the inside line? Do they touch? I think they do. Fernando Freitas holds on though. Dominic Charles sees the inside line and again he sees it. Oh no, Ryan Hunt is going to get in contact now with Freitas. Lots of people down the back. Full course yellow, full course yellow. Bring that car down to 50 kilometers per hour. Full course yellow, full course yellow. Full course yellow, full course yellow. No overtaking, no overtaking. 50 kilometers per hour.
I think Enrique is in the West.
Too much chaos there on lap number 1. Racing at the end of this lap. Freitas is in pit lane here, but if he can try and get back out, Freitas can rejoin the race. Freitas can rejoin the race. Fernando Freitas, you can rejoin the race. If by the time you get over here, Dominic Charles, he isn't able to rejoin you guys, we're just going to give him the opportunity to do so. Pick up the pace, give me 80 kilometers per hour, 80 kilometers per hour. Fernando at the back for Fernando. He rejoins at the back. Fernando Freitas. Charles is leading them away here. You go racing on my signal. You go racing on my signal. Go, 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 go. And they're off now. Seems as though Victor Diaz has got a jump on Kimani Eastman. Ryan Hunt as well, seemingly faster there than Enrique McLagan. And down into turn number 1 they go. Can they get it stopped? Yes, they can. I see a couple of cars go off track though, unfortunately. And Victor Diaz is going to have a very, very hard time. But Kimani Eastman sees too much of that curve and he spins around here. Does he take anyone on with him? Freitas already makes his way back into third position. Now he's on in turn number, I think it was the final turn that was. Oh, and another person, who is that? It's Fauci. Fauci, Alberto, and Enrique having to slide and miss that one there. Christopher Smickle is going to be out as well. Oh no. Victor Diaz came in contact with that one too, and that is just crazy. They do say yellow flags begot yellow flags. How many are going to be out of this one? Victor already back in pit lane here, but it seems as though everyone else has gotten on with the business. It would be unfair for someone like Fernando Freitas to hear the yellow flags as he's mounting an attack now against Ryan Hunt as they go uphill, ladies and gentlemen. Fernando Freitas has got an opportunity here at 4th position. Kadeem Mohammed too, right behind Oswald Wilson ahead of you. And Stephen Pommel's making a move there against Anna Adam as well. Oh no, who was that? Almost on track. Takes Kadeem Mohammed out. I'll tell you what, the Stewards will have a field day with this one. Kadeem Mohammed was just taken out there from that fight against Oswald Wilson for 2nd position, and now they're all over the place, scampering around. Look who it is in 2nd position. Fernando Freitas started this race under the safety car here. The 2nd start, that is, all the way in the back, and now he's in 2nd position, but he's followed closely by Ryan O'Neill Hunt. Stephen Pummels already up there in 4th position. Right behind him is Oswald Wilson, followed by Anna Adam, who just came into this race. He missed out on practice all week. And the Canadian here in 6th position already. Oswald Wilson, can he close that gap even further here? Ryan Hunt, though, on the hunt, ladies and gentlemen, for Fernando Freitas now. Freitas slides that car there into the West Bend as he goes downhill now. Down Sam Posey straight once more. Dominic Charles with a 56.8 here, the fastest in the race so far. That is a blistering lap, and now Fernando Freitas, ladies and gentlemen, with a slight mistake here. And look, we're going to have a little bit of an attack here from Stephen Pummels, and he's dragging Oswald Wilson along with him. That's right on board with Oswald Wilson. He's got a first-hand look at this fight for the final podium spot. Ryan Hunt will go wide, and Stephen Pummels will see a huge opening now for him for that final podium spot. Ryan Hunt does not see him, and now he's going to take both of them out here, Ryan Hunt. What an unfortunate set of circumstances there. These cars are tricky to hold on to and get a grip of. But my goodness, what a topsy-turvy it has been so far. Freitas will hold on to that 2nd position now. Anna Adam goes on the top podium step. Kadeem Mohammed is back, and he's fighting for this final podium spot. He's on the outside of the Canadian. He's going to make that move. Can he make it stick? Yes, he does, Kadeem Mohammed. He goes back on the podium here for those points. Very, very valuable points here, but don't discredit Anna Adam just yet. I'll tell you what, quite fun, these cars, but you don't want to get caught out and caught out of control here with them. It's going to be a hell of a job here. Oh no, and I'm going to take a little bit of that 7th position there. He's fighting against Kimani Eastman, who goes ahead now and sees Oswin Wilson ahead of them as they've got 8 minutes left in this race. Ryan Hunt is going to need to take that drive-through penalty within 3 laps time. But I will promise you that there are penalties coming for anyone who has caused an incident out here, because this championship has gone on so far without anyone being stricken with the amount of incidents that we've had in this race so far. I'll tell you what, it is worth going over them. We don't want anyone to feel as if they are on the short end of a stick, and there's not going to be consequences for someone might have taken advantage of certain situations. Ryan Hunt is going to run that really wide. Can he get that turn in? Yes, he can, ladies and gentlemen. Fossey trying to catch back up to these two right now. This is the closest fight we've got for you. Still needs to take that drive-through penalty within 2 more laps, I believe it is. Or else he risks being disqualified. Kimani Eastman baiting Ryan Hunt here into the big bend. Ryan Hunt still needs to take a drive-through penalty. Let's just confirm with race control. Yes, there we see it right there. RP plus drive-through for cutting. Ryan Hunt committed the offense on lap 10. As Stephen Pummels now. Oh no! Huge incident there with Kadeem Mohammed, I think, and Enrique McLagan. And now Stephen Pummels goes up into 3rd position, and Adam right behind him as well. Oswin Wilson now sees Kadeem Mohammed for that 5th position. He's going to slip out now, and he's got enough pace to put that car neck and neck into the big man. Actually, he's ahead. And now Ryan Hunt did take his drive-through penalty here, but it seems as though he's entered pit lane at 86 kilometers per hour. Does that mean he'll get a stop penalty? I don't see anything from the race control right now, but Kadeem Mohammed is fighting back. Here is Enrique. And it's an invalid drive-through penalty there for Ryan Hunt, and he's been disqualified. Way too long, ladies and gentlemen, to get that penalty sorted, and now with the missing of the drive-through penalty, he has been kicked out of the server after his disqualification here, leaving it way too soon towards the end. Quite unfortunate there for Ryan Hunt. And it's unfortunate to see him go. He was on the podium spot as Kadeem Mohammed sees a little entering there, and he does go for it, but can Oswin Wilson shut the door on him? He's got a little bit more pace here. Oswin Wilson, as I do believe Kadeem Mohammed has got a lot of damage as well to that car. Right now on board with Kadeem Mohammed. I'm sorry about that. The info is off for some reason. It's not working, actually. So, go back to the old one. My apologies for that. For some reason, that application is not going to work the way it should be. And now, Kadeem Mohammed with a great drive out of the final corner here. Bumps an attack into the big bend. We can hear someone off track ahead of them. And now Kadeem Mohammed goes back. back into 5th position. But Oswin Wilson will go on the inside, heavy on the brake, he goes into the left-hander. Can he get it done? No, he cannot. But he will obstruct that line there for Kadeem Mohammed. They can see drivers ahead of them. Enrique staying way out of the ways right now. Oswin Wilson not giving up on this one, tucks back in behind the Barbadian now, and they both take a little bit too much of that curve, is it? No, they're perfectly well on the outside of that as they go down the hill now, around the Sam, onto the Sam Posey straight. Oswin Wilson with a great draft. Where is he going to place this car? Can he get it done on the inside? No, he cannot. Instead, Kadeem Mohammed is going to be forced to shut that door. Oswin Wilson with a little bit more drive now. Out of that turn and into the left-hander here. He's taking a step back, Ozzy. As Alberto now is very close to Eastman as well. Eastman's got a pretty banged up car too. Fauci Alberto now mounting an attack here for the 7th position. Really close is the Brazilian. Has a look on the outside, so on the inside, there's no way by there, and he's not close enough either. Let's take a ride on board here with the Brazilian. He's looking at Eastman right now. Eastman on the inside lane, but Eastman cannot do anything whatsoever. And on the inside they go. Ooh, Eastman having to correct a little bit of oversteer for him, but he's still close by. Alberto goes into that 7th position, but a little bit too much of that curb, and it spits him out there onto the grass. And now he's got all that work to do again, but he's not going to have enough time as we're under 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Dominic Charles has dominated this race here towards the second half. And he's going to claim victory here in the second race, although he had missed out on the first one. Says 15 seconds remaining. I do believe he's going to cross the line before that. Nope, he's not. He's going to actually see it. Is he? 5 seconds. 2, 1. And he's going to have to do one more lap here, Dominic Charles. And he's done the fastest lap of the race, 56.569 there from the Trinidadian. Freitas is going to come 2nd position here. As long as he can hold on to that one. Stephen Pummels with some well-needed points here in the second race. Anna making a return here in 4th position. Kadeem Mohammed is going to hold on to that 5th position. Oswin Wilson comes in 6th. As they're all on the final lap now, Kimani Eastman gets back ahead of Alberto Fauci, ladies and gentlemen. We missed that one. And now Fauci's got one more lap to produce a stunning pass here against the Jamaican. Can he get it done though? Kadeem Mohammed is a little bit close here to Anna Adam as he's got some traffic ahead of him. Dominic Charles does cross that finish line. Anna Adam will make a pass against Stephen Pummels. Is Pummels out of gas? What is going on with Stephen Pummels? Now he's going to lose that one to Anna Adam. Anna Adam goes up on the final step of the podium. Is he going to hold on to it? Yes, he is. Kadeem Mohammed is going to claim that 4th position as well. And Stephen Pummels is just going to hold on to 5th as Oswin Wilson gets 6th position. Kimani Eastman will get 7 ahead of Alberto, who seems to have another issue here. But Anna Adam is going to get a 5-second time penalty for penalties not taken on lap number 5. And so he's actually going to be put behind Kadeem Mohammed want to say Stephen Pommels as well. Okay, so we'll take it back into the as we prepare for the interview. So thank you. Mic test 1, 2. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare now to perform the interviews, we'll have the first competitor from the first race. It's going to be Victor Diaz. Victor, do you speak any English? We don't have a I don't see Victor in the server, as a matter of fact, so I don't think he's going to be one to be speaking English here. But Victor Diaz did come in third position there for and Victor Diaz actually left the server already for race number 1, and so Victor Diaz unfortunately cannot conduct the interview here for Team Brazil. Instead, we're going to move on to Kadeem Mohammed in second position. Kadeem, that first race was definitely much better here than the second one. Just talk us through your first and the second one for me, please.
Yeah, the first race was pretty straightforward, I guess. Just keep hitting the same line, keep doing the same time. I wasn't on the pace with Dominic or Steven, so it was just a matter of keeping my position. And in the second race, oh my, everything just went wrong. So it was just a survival case there.
Most definitely, we did see that, and I will promise you guys that we're gonna have an intent look at what exactly took place in the second race, and some penalties are definitely going to be dished out. All right, then. Thanks a lot there from Kadeem Mohammed as we go on to the race winner of that race, Stephen Pommel. Stephen, some well-needed points after Dominic's internet issues, it seemed.
Yeah, definitely. I think this was a race for recovery, because even though there's a long season ahead, I think I would need a couple races like this to actually, be in a chance of beating Dominic. So even though I didn't like winning like that, I had to just take it anytime it comes. So I was really happy for that result. Race 2, like Kadeem said, yeah, all bets were off. I had a couple moments where I was like, yeah, I was able to like just recover it, but had a few too many run-ins with the other guys coming through the field, and yeah, I had a moment with Kadeem, and I thought I was going to be able to make it through, and I kept it pinned, but it seemed like he was like still gathering the car up, and I just clipped him, and I felt bad. So when I realized I wasn't able to catch P2, I just gave him the position.
That's pretty good on you. I'll definitely say that. Don't see that a lot most of the times.
Yeah, definitely. Sure, it's probably going to come back and bite me at the end of the season, but yeah, for now, just having fun,
Well, let's see what the season produces. Definitely, as we know, the Caribbean Sim Racing Champion title is one that we've been doing now for 3 years, and I'm pretty sure someone else would like to hold that trophy. Dominic has won it 2 years in a row, and that was, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Pummels there for winning race number 1. As we move on to race number 2 now, sitting on the third step is Anna Adam. Anna, we haven't seen you all week, my guy, but here you are sitting on the final podium position. Is Anna in here? I don't see him. Yes, he is. Can you hear me, Anna? I'm not sure if he has a mic. Victor Diaz is here. Victor, do you speak English?
No, sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. We don't have our interpreter here. But if you want, you can say just a few words there in Portuguese for your Portuguese fans. We'll allow you that time. Victor?
Oi,
Muito pequeno for Português.
eu queria agradecer a todo mundo. Primeira corrida foi boa, muita sorte pro terceiro colocado pegar um drive-thru e eu assumi o lugar dele, mas a segunda já não foi tão boa assim. O piloto voltando na última curva depois de uma rodada super imprudente me fez abandonar, mas tudo bem, segue pra próxima.
Obrigado there from Victor Diaz coming in third position, ladies and gentlemen, for Team Brazil. As we move on to Anna Adam, do you have a mic now, sir?
Yep.
Okay, Anna, no practice throughout this entire week, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh man, and you just got really lucky here to get on the top spot, but it also took you driving that car and staying out of trouble here, especially in the second race. Well, you only joined for the second race, rather.
Yeah, I just saw the stream and I just decided to hop on just for fun. I didn't expect to get a podium today.
And podium you did get with some well-needed points too. The only Canadian out here, but you are making a name for yourself here on the points chart, Anna Adam. Maybe you can round up some other Canadians to help you in this fight.
Yeah, I'll try.
All right, thanks a lot there from Anna Adam as we move on to the second place finisher there in race number 2. It's Fernando Freitas Freire. Is Fernando here, and does he speak English?
No, don't speak.
Okay, you can say a little bit in Portuguese. Muito pecan Portuguese.
Muito obrigado, galera, tá por aqui. Foi uma corrida incrível. Claro que na primeira bateria não foi como esperado, mas foi. Segunda bateria tive muita sorte por ter uma bandeira amarela, mas foi uma corrida que me fez suar um pouquinho. Então foi uma corrida legal e espero a próxima ser mais divertida ainda. É isso.
All right, muito obrigado there from Fernando Freitas. I believe he did say that the race was very difficult for him, and difficult, I can tell you, that second race was for a lot of guys. You had to stay out of the wall, but one man that managed to come from almost practically last position here to win the second race is Dominic Charles. After that dreadful incident there in race number 1 where you were leading comfortably, it seems as though you just got back your stride here for race number 2.
Yeah, you know, internet problems. Not really much else than that. I had the pace, so it was just a matter of running away. So hopefully next race, Play will give me a little rest. You know, give me a little luck with the internet.
Yeah, I'm sorry that that happened to you there. Was becoming quite dangerous here, but I can tell you what, it's actually did become quite dangerous for you in terms of points, because now you're looking at a tie, is it? No, actually it's just a 10-point deficit now to Stephen Pummels with 138 going to Stephen Pummels, 148 there to Dominic Charles. So Dominic, you got to be on your P's and Q's, man.
Oh yeah, next few races, I mean, I'll just up the pace a little bit and see if Steven will catch me.
Wait, you
No
got
doubt
more-
about it,
You
though.
got more pace, bro.
Yeah, I mean, how to stay consistent, but it could always go a little faster, right?
Oh, wow. I don't know about that, man. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining me tonight, guys. Please, we hope to see you in the next one. Do be sure that there will be some time penalties coming for those that might have caused any incidents. I will take the week to go over that for sure in this second race, because I do believe some of you were at the shorter end or grabbed the shorter end of that stick. Thanks a lot once more. Muito obrigado to our Brazilian friends, friends for coming out tonight. Hope to see you next weekend, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. All right. Closing off now the stream. I'll just like to say thanks a lot to anyone there. I can see the chat was quite active. I want to say thank you guys for coming out tonight. This was the end of race number 4. We have 2 more to go before we crown a champion. And just let me go over the points there for the top 5. Dominic Charles with 148 out of Trinidad and Tobago. Stephen Pummels with 138 out of Team Jamaica. Oswin Wilson, 3rd position, 134 out of Team Guyana. Kimani Eastman out of Team Jamaica with 109. Kadeem Mohammed now in 5th position with 101 points. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next weekend we go racing at Suzuka East. So that's going to be quite an epic battle, little black battle there. Well, not little, it's a little track for sure, but it's definitely not going to be a little battle, especially when you go through the twisty turbies. And man, I can see a lot of these cars losing it through there on their own. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. We go racing once more next Sunday, same time, same place. See you in the next one. Fantastic on the inside now. Bruno having to leave that room for him, but he almost